Hi, it's Paul Maunder from Production Expert. In this video, I'll be showing you some of my favourite features in the HAL Move-It plugin. This is a tool which combines three key functions into a single plugin. First of all, there's a panner which supports any standard or non-standard surround format up to 9.1.6. The panner actually has two modes: Classic, which uses a 3 dB pan depth in accordance with a lot of conventional surround panners, but there's also a distance panning mode which, when coupled with the spread control, allows for distance-based amplitude panning. I won't go into detail about this here, but it's a useful alternative to the classic panner and can be particularly handy when using custom speaker configurations. The panner has two pages: Sources, where you'll actually do the panning, plus Speakers, which allows you to virtually reposition speakers to match your exact setup, along with things like solo, mute, volume, high-pass filter, and re-inject controls. There's also a mixer page, which again has the same two pages, Sources and Speakers. This is where you can control the level of any of those, and on the Sources page, we can adjust the spread and the LFE send. The spread is similar to divergence in that it affects how much of the signal from that particular source spills beyond its current position into nearby speakers. We've also got solo and mute, plus bypass. Bypass differs from mute in that it actually removes that input or speakers altogether, meaning that it's no longer taken into account by the panning algorithm. On the speakers page of the mixer, something I really like are the bass management options. Each channel has a high-pass filter control. This allows you to filter the low-frequency content depending on the frequency capabilities of your own speakers. This control applies a 12 decibels per octave high-pass filter, and it includes the option to route the filtered low end to your subwoofer by engaging the LFE button. This means that your subwoofer then serves a dual function of reproducing the LFE channel along with the bass managed low frequency content from the other channels, allowing you to essentially achieve full bandwidth reproduction of all channels in your mix. I'd say that if you're using Move-It for this feature, you should probably have a dedicated instance of the plugin, perhaps on a Submaster aux, purely for speaker management purposes. Once you've established the settings that work for your setup, Move-It could be built into a mix template. There's also a routing page in the plugin, which lets you easily route any output to any speaker. Move-It has three size options, which include small, normal, and large, and there are input and output meters on the right-hand side, which can be expanded to show all channels by clicking here. This is a tricky plugin to demonstrate and really do full justice to over YouTube, but I'd like to show you a feature which I really like, which is the rotational panning option. In this Pro Tools session, I've created an ambience which, for the sake of demonstration, is full of various things including birds, traffic, a barking dog, police siren, and an electric power tool. I've panned these from their individual tracks using Move-It, as you can see here, and each of these audio tracks is then routed to a 7.1 aux. As a point of interest, all of the audio used here is from Boom Library, so check that out if you're interested. On the 7.1 aux track, I have another instance of Move-It, and here from the Sources page, I could individually reposition each channel if I wanted to, like this, but in this case, I want to rotate the ambience as a whole, so I'll select all of these sources. This can be done either by shift-clicking each of them in turn, or, probably quicker, clicking and dragging around them, like this. Now, holding down Control, Option and Command on my keyboard, I can drag these and rotate the entire sound field. In order to try and get this across on YouTube, I've used a separate binaural encoder on this, so if you listen via headphones, you'll at least get some sense of what Move-It is actually doing here. That's a very brief look at just some of the features in HAL Move-It. For a more detailed overview, check out my article on the Production Expert blog or visit hal-audio.com. Thanks for watching.